Welcome back, friends and family. Here's another pour. So here I listed all the different colors I used, also in the order that I layered them in my cup. So if you wanted to replicate, there it is. I'm going to be pouring a straight pour into a gold puddle. And we put the golds underneath so that it might give us some cells. The gold I did not list in my previous list, so keep that in mind. So in the straight pour, what I did was I did a combination of higher, lower, and what that does is the higher you are, the more blending happens in the with the paints, and the lower you are, you get more fingerlings. And that's really what I was looking for. I was looking for sort of a combination of both. So by having the blending as well as the more defined fingerlings, they it resembles more like what Sarah Mac does a little, not a little bit, but a lot, which are sort of the galaxy pores. Those are just amazing. If you get a chance, take a look at some of the pours that Sarah Mac does, because they really are amazing. So anyhow, so back to this. Now I'm going to be using my drippings from earlier today on this as flow extenders. And you'll note that, well, at least I've noted that when I use drippings, usually when I combine either leftover paints or if they're just drippings from my paints, the resulting paint will be either like a dark turquoisey slash grayish blue, or a pink, kind of like a coral pink, or a brown. And so if you're using more reds, then you'll end up with a pink. If you used like some greens and then some pinkish or orangey or purplish stuff, then you end up with brown, which is kind of a muddy color. But yeah, so I've been really amazed at how you can predict what color your drippings will be based on how much of the blue you use or how much of the red you use. Now, black cherry doesn't really count as red because it's so dark that it looks more like black. So you'll probably end up with something like super dark, probably like a brown kind of stuff if you just go based on that. So anyhow, so let's get to tilting. You'll remember that when we first poured, it looked super dark. At least it looked super dark to me. And now as we begin to tilt, then the lines are opening it up and the paints from underneath are coming up. And because we poured into a puddle of gold, then that gold is coming up and it's looking so beautiful. It's just stunning. And like the shimmer that you see here is so beautiful. It's really hard to show that in the monitor for you, but yeah, hopefully I'll get to show you with the close-ups. Hopefully the camera will be closer and can capture some of the shimmer, because it really is stunning. And now as I tilt here, you'll note that on the corner right now, it's like the upper left corner, we got a sliver of the white and the blue combining. So it kind of looks like it's like a water that's dripping from like a cave. I mean, that's kind of what I see. And it truly is super interesting because right now you see just a few cells in that water path. But as I let it sit, you will note that so many more cells pop up. And the interesting thing is that they look super white, whereas I use milky white, which is kind of like almost a Naples yellow light, like super light yellow. To me, it looks super white, but but for a lot of people, it looks more like like a really light yellow. Now, it's very possible that I may be looking at this and thinking these cells are white, whereas in fact maybe they're more like yellow. but at least I am expressing what I think I see. You might be seeing something different, which is okay too, because art is, or the beauty of art is in the eye of the beholder, right? So, anyhow, but do you see the shimmer here? Wow, it's just, and the blending here was achieved by pouring from higher up, and then obviously this middle part is the back and forth closer towards the canvas, and it just having that combination of the two just really make a really stunning piece. And to me, like, this kind of looks like a cave, and I could totally visualize like a bear sort of walking out after hibernation, you know, and walking out to like a melting water stream. So yeah, this, to me it seems super like nature meets fantasy. Yeah, it's just fabulous. Now, I'm just amazed at how much it continues to develop as it sits here. There's so many cells that are popping up. It's just the gold powder that we poured into is just doing an amazing job at creating all these cells. Now, it's just amazing. Now look at all this. Wow. Now, sorry about the glare. Obviously, because this is so shiny, so shimmery, then it produces glare when there's light and stuff like that. But look at all that blending, and this shimmer is just stunning. Yeah, this is fantastic. Well, thank you for watching this video. I will see you at the next one. Thank you so much.